From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. At Tommy Max, of course, at my bar. Brought to you by our good friends at the Heritage Capital Group and Farther. Great to have them both on board. We're talking election integrity with some businessmen right here at the bar. Let's welcome them in. Starting with my friend Jerry Holland. How are you, Jerry?
Good to see you, Tom.
Supervisor elections for Duval County. We've known each other a long time.
Sure have.
How long you been in the political game, I mean?
Just over 24 years. I am the longest continuously serving elected official in Duval County. I don't know if that's good or bad, but been here a while.
I know you're all about election integrity, man. That's it. And everyone is hoping for more of that, right?
It really is. And you know, 18 years ago when I came into elections, it wasn't as big of a question, at least not out of both parties.
Yeah.
Now, no one trusts you.
Right.
And so you have to build that confidence completely as you go along and really be transparent in your process.
Kind of like block by block, right?
It really is.
By door almost.
It's
stopping people in the streets, you know? I mean,
it's almost like saying, what's your question? What is your problem with elections? And where do you think there's an issue? And explaining it to them.
Yeah, great to have you on, my friend.
You.
Bryan Rendzio is here from Ansbacher Law. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good
Thanks
to
for
see
having
you, man.
me.
How long you been an attorney for?
I've been an attorney since 2001.
Okay. You were a circuit judge at one time?
I was, yeah.
Right,
I'm currently a mediator. I was previously a circuit court judge.
How'd you like that? Like being a judge?
I loved it.
Did you?
Every minute of it.
How long were you do that for?
I did it a couple of years.
All right.
I had the unfortunate position of losing a COVID election. I did not blame the supervisor of elections. It was on me. It was my law. It was my loss.
Definitely not. How about for you, election integrity? That's pretty important, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's important for everybody, for the process, to believe in it.
To believe again.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm one of them. I'm like, you know, but we can talk about that in just a minute. David Sillick's back from TAB. How are you, my man?
I'm doing great, Tommy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
I know what you're going to say. It's very important to have integrity in everything we do, especially
with
the election.
As a 30-year media vet, we the world has changed.
Yeah.
The media business is not what it once was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of that feeds some of the skepticism and some of the issues that we have around questioning the integrity of elections.
Media and marketing are more powerful than most people realize. They really are. There's no doubt about it. Always great to have you on the show. Thomas Duqemin is here. How are you, brother, from Standard Data?
That's right.
Great to see you. Cheers.
Cheers.
What are you, Florida, Georgia fan? What are you getting ready for the weekend already?
I'm from Texas, so.
Are you?
Yeah,
okay. All right. You already had your rivalry game, didn't you? Was that last week? Texas, Oklahoma, or no?
Well, LSU.
Oh, LSU is now the rivalry.
A&M,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Great. Beautiful. What are you doing with yourself?
I'm here. I'm with Standard Data.
Okay.
We just help companies process their data, whether that's they've got a process in place and we just help them speed it up 10-20x, or we just really go in and consult with them, figure out what they want to do with it, and help them there.
A lot of older companies, you said, right? They just got a ton of data.
Right.
We're all hoarders at the end of the day. Trying to keep everything, but you guys come in and help filter all that stuff.
Right. I mean, we're all young, so we're used to the latest technologies, and older companies just aren't, so.
You got to do some psychology with those older folks, too, right? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't trust that. Speaking of integrity, I don't trust that.
It's a weird place to be in, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you got to earn their trust, though, don't you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. So, how important? I know it's important for the integrity of the election, but business-wise, what you see in your business and all throughout, that's really important. Who's at the helm at leadership? Correct.
That's trust.
Yep.
And again, it's hand-to-hand combat, it seems like, so much. And the division of people wanting to only listen to and hear what they believe in, focus on just that channel or network. And there's again, as a media executive, I've just seen that chasm just grow wider and wider and wider.
Yeah, well, I tell you, so back when I was playing with the Jags, they would write about, the writers would write about certain things when we back at newspapers about the team, and we'd be reading it, and be like, that's not true. What are you talking about? Maybe they heard something, or someone got in a fight, or got in an argument, or someone, yelled at Coughlin under their breath, or, you know what I mean? And then people read that, though. My point is, people read that, they think that's gold. They're like, oh, Coughlin's lost the team. That's how he got fired, right? The fans, Wayne's like, the fans are coming down. They think he's got to go. And out he went, good or bad, right? But the media was very powerful in that, and they're powerful in everything that we do.
And you look at what data has done to media coverage. I mean, you know, I can remember writing a great business story and get, you know, 150 views.
Right.
How can people not be reading this? I mean, this is one of the best written stories we published in, you know, 2 months.
Yeah.
And then you write a story on, you know, Tebow bought a house at Glen Kernan, and you know it tops the charts.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's
and so it starts to move that direction of editorial control.
Jerry, what would you say to people watching this show that don't trust elections or just don't maybe trust elected officials? What would you say to them here in at least Duval County?
Well, first of all, don't believe everything on the internet. You know, just because it's on the internet, it's not true. Yeah. But they start off with that basis. I know your machines are hacked because I've read about it on the internet. Right. You know, do your own research, ask the questions. Any election officials should be transparent and answer those questions. Right. That was the biggest problem in 2020. Election officials basically closed their doors to questions, didn't answer why things were wrong, and that only adds more doubt into the process.
Yeah, more fuel to the fire, not trust.
And I agree with what Jerry said, transparency. I think we've got great election officials. You need the transparency. There just has to be trust in the process.
Yeah. You just got to trust that they're out for the American people and not for themselves. And that, I think, I speak for a lot of people, they feel that way, right? You're supposed to be serving the people of America, and a lot of times it feels like you're just serving yourself or your cronies or whoever. But great having you on, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, Jerry, of course. And fellas, thank you so much. Best of luck. I'll see you again, and good to see you again. All right, that'll do it for us this time around. Hey, we talk about everything on this show that's happening in this town and beyond. And guess what? Everybody is welcome to have a seat at my bar. Make sure you check out their profiles at iwannabuzz.com. Beautiful, knocking over glasses, no problem. Make sure you check out their profiles at iwannabuzz.com and these great conversations that we have every week on The Horse's Mouth. Until next time, you stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The team at Heritage Capital Group is special because it's a collection of people across the spectrum.
We have people who have been in the shoes of owners that are looking to buy and sell, and professionals that have executed transactions helping buy and sell companies for decades.
I think when you talk to us, see what our experience is, see what our skills are, see the reach that we have, you'll be very happy with the recommendation.